still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
The woman still has her eyes fit. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy... The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. The back end of the cabin is a small perch to sleep. Large ashtrays. There are several...
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not...
Hello, hello. Let me know if...
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? You have? And how did you like Miss...
Finally, time to choose sides.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually... corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, worm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt worm myself. How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Sounds like he has you running errands, Detective. A well-established dominance ritual. Where did he have you deliver it? Ah, yes. I've been meaning to go there.
With longing. Clear and simple longing. Strange. Why does she want to go there?
A youth centre with Edgar Clare's statue on top of it. Go ahead. Help him. Make it so. I have no power to stop him. Yes. I'm sad I'll never have the time, Detective. I've always wanted a dilapidating fishing village.
She is more defensive about it than usual.
Full of ghosts and ancient memories. Has this errand yielded you any information? A referral, you mean? I take it this was for someone in the RCM. Don't answer that. Such referrals may sometimes get you information from a man like Everard. Did it?
Detective, I advise you to be very selective with what information you choose to share. This may have consequences beyond our line of sight.
Naturally, Detective. There are lighter topics to gossip about. Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? Why, yes I am. The boat? No. It is called ltrone1 because that's the type of sloop it is. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Good. What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue. 20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lormantang on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words. Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home, and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cats. And my name's not Mona, so... yeah?
Let's be realistic. What are you going to do? Throw her off the balcony?
You heard your partner, Piggy. I'm unstoppable.
I don't condone the idea of using physical force on her. She's a girl.
Yes? What do you want to know? Good.
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM
Try work. The case at hand. It can work miracles. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming of an officer.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there... What about me? That's correct.
That makes him a Beano-clad. Completely
Are they? They are mostly just
You could use a good, normal peer yourself.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
Something the matter, detective?
What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands. The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject. What about me? Good.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just a moment, officer.
Her voices fade out into the familiar radio static.
Gottlieb, what do you want?
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. Yes, there's no end to the misfortunes fate has seen fit to rain upon me. Who? You are? You lost your human visage a while back. Now let's get on with it. I've got more important things to do. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side. You've got a whole new life now. Use it wisely.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you or doesn't care.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Are you mobile?
Sort of. But by God, does it burn in your chest.
Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life.
Accept it. The body is an object, and objects break down. Do what good you can with yours, before the rest goes too.
Look, pal, getting pumped and dumped is not a disease. People live through it all the time. You should be happy for her. That's what the guys say, officer. That some chick pumped you and then dumped you, threw you away like an empty juice carton.
Don't take it personally. There just wasn't any juice left in your carton, pal.
You must have me confused for a close personal friend. I am not. I am a medical professional with a constant idiot emergency on my hands. What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body? You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime.
So it's political. You're being neglected because of political reasons. The money is probably going to some old, oily...
And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like...
It's not fucking cryoacrylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that.
To the left of some croissants and juice bottles, you see a colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
There it is, a brave little army in your pocket. You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Get a load of this rock and roll cop hair, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs. Immediately, you feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic. A rusting control. This panel usually you pull the lever all the way. Nothing happens. A spring brings the lever. Wasn't there a sign? All the old boombox. The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full, clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling-height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony things. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Can I help you?
The bed is still cold. The door is closed. Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick, you should punch a fucking hole in it. You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole. The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. Not to mention, great exercise.
Stop that. Yes?
Oh, it's you again. Very good. Here's the cursed die you ordered.
The phrases read, God is indifferent. Take all. Lose all. 50-50. Nothing.
It's a die. Try rolling it.
You throw the ball on the floor, and it ends with one of the phrases facing upwards. God is indifferent.
Good. Now roll again, detective.
It lands on exactly the same result. God is indifferent. It declares,
It's a sphere pretending to be a six-sided die. Each roll will end with one of the phrases facing up. The dye originates in Ilmara, where it was used for cleromancy. Except I've weighted the dye. When you try rolling it, you realize that each time it gets you exactly the same result. God is indifferent. This is our curse.
It's even worse than she says. God is dead. We live in a forsaken age.
In the face of death? No, not really. It is, isn't it? There's something liberating about knowing it's just we humans, no all-powerful forces guiding us, watching us, judging us. Good luck, officer.
Aside from getting naked, you're not sure what else to do. The building The barbell waits patiently on the floor, like a...
Hello again, esteemed officer. Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Goodness, you were already doing good. Everything is on the shelf.
She's attempting to mentally direct...
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose. But you don't learn about the important things in life from fabric. I provide a valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. The truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself.
She's attempting to mentally direct you. She smiles. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart crime fiction. These books greatly overstate the excitement of... Furthermore, they have no idea how hard it is to simply remove a body. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of not a single mention of all the shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly... Several maps. The maps look old.
I'm sorry, officer. They're quite fine. Yes, yes.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here?
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin, a thick layer of graffito covers the lens. That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast, studded with concrete and reeds. On it, you know this to be the star of Periconesus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Periconesian church, a star. The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice. The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not...
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench, if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
An old call box. East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area. You ring the door. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Just seeing the words Andro or silence. No one, nothing happens after silence.
Look, see? It's the fucking...
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
Fucking what pig? Cool what? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think you broke his brain when you fucked him up, Kuno.
You better come up with a way to make Kuno forget you tried to fucking hit him, piggo.
A material offering is implied. He wants stuff. Only stuff can make it okay again.
No, you don't. No one is checking out anything. Put that away.
Bitches slapping each other, fighting for Kuno's attention. Kuno likes this pole dancing shit, but it's not good enough.
Kim is never going to be okay with you.
Stay the fuck away from Kuno. You smell like bum shit. Kuno's not a bum. Kuno doesn't touch that shit. What? Do you think Kuno's fucking 8 trying to get a 12-year-old hooked on the shit shake?
Alcohol use has been declining in the under-16 bracket this past decade. Put it away. The information here isn't worth it.
Back off, fuck eyes! Kuno is a man. Kuno can smoke if he wants. Man! Okay, Porkson. Tar keeps Kuno sharp. Helps Kuno think. Kuno likes that brain boost shit. We're cool now. But don't be pulling this shit on Kuno, or Kuno's gonna have to beat the shit out of you again.
Historical revisionism has taken place.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white.
Still here, stuck in this damn... Huh? Oh, the bosses, man. Makes sense. It sucks is what it does. It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set. Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like, they want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them.
Anything else? Yeah, us lorry drivers. Cam, your nurse. You still hang on. Not my thing. Chasing
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more...
Looking for something, Hunt? Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick the strike. Oh, the apples. Yeah, apples. I take... Oh, not much anymore. Apples.
Apples. It's exact...
Look, as detective. I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular.
Damn, you're not gonna get more out of them on this.
Yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather, someone with a cart. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient, very prestigious. Goddamn right. They've been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit. When they try to replace us, they'll regret. Trusting street thug.
Is this about the questions again? Reality? You mean, what reality?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15. Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Frit. So I guess, like, that's economic. I don't know. What about it? We're in Frit? As mankind or as a nation?
What will her essay prompt be?
In a good place? I mean, I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10.
When ordinary people take over the government and, yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, our government? Or do you mean something cool? Reality?
She is like a student.
I don't really know any. Yeah, I don't know. What about it? We're in as man.
What will her essay?
We're in Revachol, like on the Insulindian Isola. You're welcome. We're in as man.
What will her?
We're in a transition. You know, transitioning from monarchy to democracy, all that stuff. Cool.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eyes. The body below is entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all ha ha ha. Again, the corpse laughs at you, pus dripping from its mouth. You will never be able to hold it in. It's always too much. Every time it happens, it gets worse and worse. There's nothing more to throw up now. All that's left is crying and convulsing dryly at the same time. The lieutenant is clearly at a loss.
Officer, you just need to be stronger. Learn to keep it in long enough for us to work. There's nothing else to do.
You can open this white check again by going to your character sheet and spending a skill point to upgrade your endurance. Gain new skill points by exploring and completing.
Relax. It's okay if you don't.
Hello again, officers.
The lieutenant is desperately searching. Hatred, disgust, the woman on the boat.
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye
Ozon is an
on a first-name basis with her, are we? Piggies, it's where they grow whores like her. And have you got a crush on her?
The lieutenant is hatred, the woman on
That Ozon her. Someone's got to keep an eye
Ozon.
on a first-name basis with her, are we? Pigs not half as Can't you tell? I haven't really this place. I thought I'd mix it up. Yeah? Lying is cool, I guess. I ain't no
Actually,
we weren't put on this. Oh, yes. I keep hoping a shaft will collapse on me, but somehow it never happens. It doesn't have to do anything at all. Nothing does. Does anyone in a city like this? Shoot, Piggy. Ooh, shoot, Piggy. I ain't no.
actually,
We weren't put on.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
There was a touch of... She nods.
Of course. The scab, if they were organized by Wild Pines or...
It's implied. She's...
Everard Clare? Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen. An ideal... Have you seen him? Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly. It's how they circumvent the term limit. The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal, organized labor at its...
a mob. The Débardeurs are a crime...
Refreshingly honest, officer. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is... Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much... I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, Her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help?
Don't tell her you've met Everard right away. There's time. Ruination has come. The broken arches betray the once grand history of this building. It towered over the harbor until it happened. A great force from the northeast fired into the city. Heavy artillery shelled the coastline, fired from the water. A straight shot into Revachol. The tenement acted as a defensive wall against the waves of the Martinez Inlet rolled over the fallen remains of the building. The dock, this is where the damage came from. From somewhere in the inlet, the cannons. What didn't fall into the ocean was used as scrap. What wasn't, those arches acted as support for something greater than what you... Only 3 stories stand where 9 to 12 once did. A fleet, the combined armies of Occident and Grad, they massed airships further down in the Bay of Revachol. The artillery was so powerful. Many are still there to this day. If you squint, you can just barely see the shadow on the water, far in the northeast. Coalition warship Archer.
The Coalition. But that was a long time ago. I think we should move on.
He fears the discussion might lead to disagreements, as it often does.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. Some lunatic lost his mind. What the hell am I supposed to know?
She really doesn't like those.
Some lunatic lost it. Some lunatic lost... Oh, I think he stuck something to... That's what I said.
The lieutenant shakes his head as...
What the hell am I...
She really doesn't like...
Some lunatic lost... The hell am...
She really doesn't like...
People come...
They probably just...
People come...
They probably...
Oh, that... I think he stuck something to do... The symbol of what and how? Huh. I thought Revachol was the capital. Oh, I think he's something to... The symbol of what and how?
The cleaning lady shrugs and returns to sweeping. The clash of ideas.
The old... She leaves an old lady. The hell am I so...
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood.
The old... She leaves an old lady. People come...
They probably just move.
Oh, I think he's something to do... The symbol of what and how? Economy? Why should anyone care about economy? Oh, I think he's something to the symbol of what and how? I don't believe in equality. Never. Oh, I think he studied something to do the symbol of what and how? Ah. Oh, the art. She leaves and
She mumbles some. Hey. Psst, psst. Hey. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again. You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket. Okay, not in so many words, but don't deny it. You're about to rip off that mask of social democracy and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism. Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it? Failure. It's about, yes, abject failure. Total, irreversible you alone. Against the atom. Now get to work, comrade. Oh yeah, get the firing squads and the animal wagons ready.
Your munching has ruined my concentration!
Officer! Oh, sweet Jenny. She was the finest woman in all of Revachol.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
We knew her, all right. Lived on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses. She was René's first girl, back when the prick was 16. They were...
And then you stole her from me.
Oh, officer. It already got ugly nearly 80 years ago, when the 3 of us were just learning to walk.
You stole her from me.
Well, technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out of...
We were just boys then. This was different. No point starting this all over again.
She died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage, peaceful. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back, will it now?
Departed. Until the very end she couldn't decide between us. The most indecisive woman I've ever met.
A quick grimace of pain passes over René's features, but he immediately regains control.
She could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get married. Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there. Falls.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left. Sweet, sweet Jenny. Of course, officer. Sure, officer. Not in the...
So...
Of course, I hate this socialist rabble.
Writing...
Well, he tells his little pen man exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple.
That's just the way things work around here. No writing...
Well, he tells his little pen...
That's just the way things... No, thank you.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again, just get the dead.
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? Do you?
Who do you fucking think does?
That's right, asshole.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
No, you did not get an answer. Titus does administrative work. Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all? That's what you can do.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
We hanged him.
Didn't they take...
This is where an autopsy would come in.
Maybe wrap it up instead? Are you deaf? Do you think you could do...
Who do you fucking think does?
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole...
I think you got...
Yes, there are some. Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that? That's for the courts and leisure. What you can...
No. We'll stay here and discuss...
How many people...
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years.
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon.
Are you deaf? Do you think you could do...
Who do you fucking think does?
The sweaty man turns red and looks first down, then around him. Apologetic.
It's not the fat ass. Titus...
I think you got your answer, Mr.
Yes, there are some administrative differences. Are you deaf? Do you think you could do that?
Who do you fucking think does? You keep him the fuck out of this. We have autonomy. It's all on...
When the shit starts spinning, it will not land on Mr. Clare. That's the deal here. The fixer will...
When Titus Hardy says he runs the... Are you deaf? Do you think you could do...
Who do you fucking think does?
Theo's a great guy. A great guy, but come on.
I think you got your answer.
Yes, there are some...
How many people...
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years.
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy.
You don't have...
I know, Lizzie. Why not? We hang.
Didn't they teach you?
This is where an autopsy would...
Maybe wrap it up instead?
We hanged it.
Didn't they teach?
This is where an autopsy would come.
Maybe wrap it up in...
About fucking time.
Starting, sitting, Kovsalon across. At the other, he spent his... And then, the emblem in size, for in the... In conclusion, the exact...
The fuck is with you, fella?
Starting, sitting, Kovsalon across. He spent... And then, the... In the size, in conclusion, the exact...
The fuck is with you, fella? Again.
You don't...
I know, Lizzie.
Known him?
Yeah.
Quiet.
Bide.
No. Why don't...
That's enough insinuation.
About fucking time.
Oh, hello, dear. Oh, yes.
It's a pseudo...
That's one of...
My apologies, ma'am.
It's not a hop. Searching for...
The quality of research at Revacholian University. You're an enthusiastic idiot.
We don't have time for Cryptozoology 101.
Oh, sweet.
The lieutenant gives you...
Of course, dear. Oh, dear. We'll be celebrating our 6th by date. We hit it off.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more.
By date. We hit it.
She's skipping over some...
I hope I've been useful. Just some field works, but they should... Oh, sweet. Gary's is low. Oh, my. What happened to the whale?
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask.
This will show...
And if you see him... Oh, of course, sweetie. I understand.
The man ponders his cook.
Speak Revacholian. We speak Suren.
The cook is...
Good thing he didn't understand. Speak Revacholian. We speak Suren.
The cook is...
Good thing he didn't understand.
He looks... Shrugging is an international...
Wandering man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor. Like I said before, we're negotiating our... Aye. This stuff. Never grateful. Were we ever... All of it? No. Even a weak child can think it. I have nothing against... But my own code serves me. See, I am primary. I think it's best you make a... I guess you kind of get to...
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, the old man is corrupt. He is recent. Besides, there are no non-corrupts. Sure.
The look in it all comes that of a noble peasant. No. No. The man sits on the
The mercenary, eh? That's so. I ain't the murderer.
He believes.
Understood.
No problem. I wish the best to you. The mercenary, eh?
The man whispers a jaunty tune.
We're negotiating. Aye.
The man whispers.
Los Ardis? They're sort of like you. We're negotiating our... Aye.
The man whispers.
The mercenary, eh? That's so. He was an agent of the opposite. I ain't the murdering type.
He believes.
Understood.
No problem. I wish the best.
Your race descent has racists.
He must think.
I am
true. That is...
You exhibit. You do not wish racist.
He must...
I am
true.
Correct. No, Mr. Clare is also to serve. Above all, if I am not...
Measurehead stoically.
I am not...
You pick up on something.
The hardy man now leave.
Yes, it...
Racists.
He must think.
I am
true. That is a...
Your silence betrays your...